In this modern age,
Perfect.
too many people have lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas.
Mom!
Hush! Shut up, Ralphie!
So now, in the spirit of the original,
I need you. Stop!
traditional, American Christmas,
Thanks a lot.
MGM presents A Christmas Story.
Dashing through the snow
Uncle!
in a one-horse open sleigh. For the field we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits fly. What fun it is to ride and sing! This sleigh's on tonight.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
I think that says fragile, honey.
A Christmas Story.
Come on!
The movie that pulls off Santa's beard.
Oh, wow.
And unwraps the secrets
Didn't I get a tie this year?
of the original, traditional,
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
100% two-fisted, red-blooded,
It's smiling at me.
all-American Christmas. A Christmas Story.
Well, good evening. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Welcome to the audio quest today, and it is almost Christmas time. Nick, you're ready for Christmas, it looks like.
Absolutely ready.
Okay. And our special guest today from the band SUNNN, and that's 3 N's. She's going to have to explain that to us, of course. Is Chloe, pronounce your last name so I get it right?
Choudhury.
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 Yes.
So, Chloe, thanks for joining us this evening. Great to have you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I met you through Armando, of course, at Vintage Mio in Waco, and you're in Waco. And I
Yeah.
knew that you had a record coming out, and I saw you guys stream a few times with him. So, really great album that you have for a first effort. So, give us a little background on yourself and the band and how it got started.
Absolutely. So I am 23. I just turned 23 in October, and I just graduated from Baylor in May. And I actually started our band back in the second semester of our freshman year. So it's been about 3.5 years now. I kind of saw two guys playing guitar on the steps of the Honors College, and I went up to them and I was like, which one of you is better at guitar? And they were like, what? And I was like, never mind. Do you guys want to be in a band with me? And so that's kind of how we came together, and we just kind of started playing a couple shows live, and we would just ask around and beg anyone to let us open for them. And now we've played pretty much everywhere in Waco. We have not played at the Backyard, and I think that's it. I think that's the only place we haven't played. But Magnolia actually asked us back today again for the spring. We played their celebration in the fall last year, I believe. And then we played again in the spring. So this will be another Magnolia show for us, which we're very excited about and grateful for.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Magnolia is Chip and Joanna Gaines, very famous for their show on recovering homes from their destitute conditions. And so they're a central fixture of Waco at the silos, as we call them there. And then Armando's a few blocks away from that, actually. So to give it perspective, it's a big gig. Yeah, it's a good gig. Okay, so
Yeah.
how did the album come about then? That's a big thing to do, obviously.
So we had kind of been playing a lot of live shows. I think in our time as a band, we've played close to 70. And in the midst of it, we were doing our degrees. The two, it's mainly my band and my creative partner Matthew's band. And so in the midst of everything else going on, we were like, okay, we're writing all these songs. We need to have something out for people to listen to after they come see us at a show or after they like what they've heard us play live. And so through that, we actually put out an EP. It was recorded our freshman year into our sophomore year, and it was terrible. I mean, the songs were good. The recordings were terrible. I mean, we propped up a microphone in one of my Converse on the floor of my freshman year dorm room. The sound quality was awful. The album art was AI. And we were like, okay, this isn't quite who we are, but we were very fortunate to be granted use of a studio. And so we taught ourselves everything from the ground up. And everything you see today is just done entirely by us, from the album art to the recording to the mixing and mastering. We wrote all the songs on it. And it's been a long journey, but we're finally getting there. And this first album, we took our favorite songs off of the EP, which ended up getting taken down. And we kind of redid them, re-recorded them, mixed and mastered them again. And we kind of culminated them into our first project. I know David held it up earlier, but it's called Manifestation is Real. And we kind of manifested that for us because we had a lot of things happen that would try to take away from the time we had to make our music or try to kind of be discouraging. We got a lot of no's, but we also got a lot of yeses. And so it kind of culminated in this project, which we're very proud about. And then we ended up getting it pressed on vinyl. So this is the record. It's a sunburst. It's not the best lighting to see the quality of the record, but it's a top shelf 180 gram. And they're translucent, but they kind of have this like sunburst effect on them with orange and yellows. You can see them in different lights. And we split it into two sides, the sun and the moon, kind of going with this whole celestial theme. I know you were wondering, where did the name come from?
Right.
And so we initially used to be called the Runaway Mountains, which our friend came up with outside the honors college. And then a couple years into playing, we were like, this name is so stupid. We need a new name. And so we ended up coming up with SUNNN because, I don't know, we're very earthy. We take themes from a lot of life and nature and things like that. And so we were like, why not sun? And then the three N's actually originated from, okay, if you look up sun, nobody's ever going to find us because the sun's just going to come up. So let's add three N's just to be so quirky and unique and not like other bands.
Gotcha. That's an interesting approach. Yeah. Totally.
It's definitely an approach.
Yeah.
It's the vinyl it's one of my favorite colors is orange, so I really like the fact that it looks like that. But
yes. I actually designed the record sitting on the floor in Vintage Mio with Armando, because initially we were like, how are we ever going to sell 100 records? Like, nobody's going to buy this. I'm just going to go with the cheapest option. We're just going to make 100, or it was either 75 or 100 black vinyl. And then Armando was like, are you crazy? No way. You have to do 225 so that way you can unlock the color option and make them cool, design them. Like, this is going to be not only a selling point, but it's going to allow you to express yourself more creatively. And so I was like, okay. I was sitting there on the floor of Vintage Mio with him looking over my shoulder. I was like, how do you like this one, Armando? We were toying with like an earth theme first, so like blues and greens. And he was like, it's not really y'all. And I was like, okay, let me try another version. I was like, should I do more yellow, more orange? We ended up settling on this starburst, but every record is actually unique. They're not all exact. They're varying amounts of yellows and oranges, and it's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
Yep. Fine job. You should be. Absolutely. How did you get David to pose for the side two? I noticed the side two had a stark resemblance to David. Yeah.
I do. I'm really
No,
confused on which
the other
one.
side. I'm sorry, the other side. Side one. There you go. There he is. Oh,
So
Oh,
Wilbur.
Mr. Ed.
I actually have a very cool story about these horses that we use in the shoot.
Let's
So
hear
I
it.
knew that I wanted to use horses. I'm not sure why, just a whim that I had. And I said, I kind of want to play with these themes of light and dark. I want a light horse and a dark horse, and then we'll wear the opposite colors. So I'll wear dark colors and you'll wear light colors for Matthew.
Sure.
And so I just put out on the Waco Facebook, which is like probably not the safest thing to do. But I was like, hey, what's up, Waco? We're a local band. I really want to use some horses for a shoot we're doing for our next album. Would anybody have some they would be willing to let us use? And I kid you not, this lady replied. She was so nice. Lots of people replied, but only one like came to fruition. And she was like, my dad has some horses. His name is Jim Bob. I was like, is this real? He was, and they were so nice. And then we get to the shoot and we see this horse. They're beautiful horses. And he's like, I hope you don't mind. This white one kind of has a cataract. And so I don't know if you can see it, but he has kind of
Yeah.
like a blue
Yeah,
eye.
I see it.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And when we took the pictures, it fell in perfectly because the whole album is about time passing, aging, nature.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought it was just the absolute perfect, like, little touch to really fit the theme and the vibe of what we were going for. And I cannot be more grateful to them. So
That's
It's
perfect.
funny how
weird little,
accidents aren't really accidents, if you know.
yeah.
They seem
Yeah.
to
Keep
work out.
apologizing for that horse. I thought he was the most beautiful thing ever. So
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
with the
sweet.
theme, you had the sun and the moon, right? The two sides.
yes.
What brought that about?
So it's actually how we split our songs up. So on side A, which is the sun, it kind of has our more upbeat, energetic, stupid songs, like songs you can have fun to. And it's meant to symbolize what we were writing and how people feel during two phases of life. Either you're up or you're down. And so when you're having a good time, you can listen to side A. And then side B is actually a little bit more quiet. It's more introspective, and it kind of has some more solemn songs for when you're in your feels, when you're feeling emo. Then you can listen to side B, and it has a little bit more of a sad theme, a quieter, darker theme. So we went with the moon for that one, and it just kind of seemed fitting with the whole theme that we've got going, and that's what we used to kind of represent. So if you look at the record, side A is like, boom, bright blue sky. We're in the sun. We're having a good time. Side B, it might be a little dark in this lighting, but it was actually taken at sunset on.
Grayish, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, everybody cycles through these two halves of life, and they go back and forth and back and forth, and that's kind of what we had created this with in mind. So,
Makes sense. Yeah, and it's
Absolutely.
very the songs do flow that way. That's yeah. Now that you kind of put that perspective, I'm starting to. Didn't hit me at first, but yeah, it does flow that way.
right.
What's the easiest way for someone to purchase your record?
They can go to our website. It's a very easy link. It's bio.to/sunn. And there's a link,
SUNNN.
SUNNN. And it's a very easy link. And I'll put it in the chat. So I don't know if everyone can see it.
Well, I'm going to put it on the window too here for you.
But one of the first things you'll see when you scroll down on the website is here's our new record, link to purchase.
There you go.
Yes.
Bio.to, right?
Yes. I put it in our chat. I don't know if we can see it, but if that might be more helpful to copy paste.
And I put it here too
Thank
on
you.
screen. Good.
That's it.
So there you go. And you can also see a link to a video you have and some
Yes.
articles. I read some articles that have been written about you all.
So we've had a couple articles written about us. The Lariat TV, which is like Baylor's student news network, has covered us on their TV and in some articles for some of the Baylor shows we've done.
Okay.
We've had a little bit of visibility for what we've done, which we're grateful to have and we've worked really hard towards. But you can also see our music video for our most popular song, Just Pretend, on there, which was also done just by our friend. He was like, I really like this song. Like, I'd love to make a music video out of it. And we were like, let's do it. So it's
Sure.
all kind of been a student project.
Yeah.
David,
Link's not
the
showing. Why not?
it's I
What
don't
happened?
know why,
Yeah.
but it's not there.
It,
So I
it was
thought
there.
we want lots of people to link to
Yeah,
it.
until I touch it, it shouldn't go off, so I don't get it.
Well, it's not there. I'm looking at it on another
Anyway,
monitor.
Yeah, I see it comes and goes.
No, I don't see it at all.
It's got like a timer on it. I see it on the.
Nope.
Do you see it, Chloe?
I see it. Oh,
Okay.
it went away again.
Yeah, it has a timer, and I don't know why. I've never seen timers. Okay, there we go. It should stay on now.
I do not see it.
They add features and don't tell
There
you.
it
But
is. It finally came up.
Oh, I just saw the comments. I just figured out how to see that. My dad's watching, so everyone say hi to him.
hi,
Hi,
Dad.
Dad.
And he's commenting.
Oh, did he? Good. This
Awesome.
thing is putting a 10-second timer on. I don't know why. I've never.
I'll just put it in the comments.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's in the comments is good.
Never
That's
mind.
perfect.
Dad, if you're watching this, you put the website in the comments, please.
Yeah, we're good. We're definitely good.
All
So,
right.
tell me about doing the recording and the project. We're really into how records are made and how they're mastered and all that kind of nonsense. So I'm curious. I'm sure it was a digital recording.
So we recorded everything into Logic, yes. And most notably, I'm trying to think. I was using a Violet mic and we were recording it into an Apollo, which we put into Logic. I'm trying to think of. So for some of the guitar, we had access to a vintage tube amp, which we recorded some guitar and mic'd up the guitars for.
Okay.
Nice.
For upright bass, we just used some condenser mics, placed them, said a Hail Mary, and put those down.
There you
And
go.
then everything else we have kind of just done through Shure SM57s, a mix of random condenser mics. Some of them were donated from a church. Some of them are in the studio we were able to use. Some of it was recorded at our drummer and bassist's house. It's just really like piecemeal. We've used bits and pieces from wherever we could get into on our free nights, which none of our nights were really free. When I say free, I just mean the 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. after the homework, after school.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what we've pieced everything together with. But Matthew has done a majority of our mix and mastering. And so everything that we put together, he's produced with me sitting right there next to him, co-producing.
Very good. And who had the honor of cutting the record for you?
So we actually went through this. We went through this company, and they're pressed in the Czech Republic, and so that's interesting. They had to get shipped here from the Czech Republic. I'm trying to remember the name of the company. It was
GZ Media? No.
no, it was. I think it was like Amazing Media. I should know this. Let me pull it up really quick.
I love it. Isn't that beautiful? That's some
Yeah.
of the merch on our merch page.
That is some of our merch.
Yes.
We actually made that all ourselves as well. Designed it. We've put a lot of work and thought and effort into this.
Down here.
Is there an album down the road, do you think?
There is. We're in the process of recording our second album now. So I'm in the Air Force, and I didn't think I was going to be gone. I thought I was going to be gone. I didn't think I was going to be in Waco for this long. And so I didn't book any shows for the fall semester. And then lo and behold, there were a lot of delays, and then the government shutdown affected a lot. And so I'm still here in Waco. We've been using this time to actually record our second album now, which we're dialing the sound in. We are honing what we want to do best into these songs. So the first album was great, but it was kind of all over the place. There's something for everyone on there. We're kind of dialing in, not necessarily genre, because I like to say we're not restricted by genre, but
Right.
sound. And so honestly, we think that the next album is a lot better than the first, and we're really excited for it to come out.
Well, that's
But we're gonna
hopefully
put
how
out
it goes.
covers in between.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Have you ever heard of the sophomore jinx?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
That is when you release an album that's really great and very popular, and then your second album sucks. And it
I hope that's
happened.
not the case.
It happened to major bands. I mean, they got,
Yeah.
and sometimes it was the label was pushing them so hard to get something out. It wasn't their best stuff, but it does happen occasionally.
Right.
And it actually got that name. So you don't want to
Well,
obviously.
I hope that's not the case. I'm pretty excited to announce we actually got accepted to something called Grammy U in partnership with the Recording Academy. And so
saw
we
that.
just went to our first Grammy event, and we have a couple of the members that are really excited for us and our project, and they, I guess, liked what we had to put out so far, and so they're wanting to vote us in to become voting members of the Recording Academy. And my goal is to submit the next album for a Grammy.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
So hopefully it does end up being better than the current one. I see that Matthew has actually
Yeah,
joined in the
he's
chat.
here. I wanted you to realize.
So
I have some connections that I may be able to help you with for mastering engineers and pressing plants that
All
could
of
really
them.
up your game
we're
big time.
yes people, and I think that kind of has contributed a lot to, I don't know, what we've been able to do and the things we've been able to do so far. It's because we'll play any show. We'll basically go anywhere someone asks us to, and
Right.
we're yes people, so we want to take in anything that anyone has to offer, whether it's advice or experience or stories. Like, we're here for it. We're just happy to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's great.
Paying your dues, I think they call it.
absolutely.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a long, hard road, and sometimes not. So hopefully you
Well,
have some good
everything,
luck, because
whether you're in, Nick's business runs a restaurant, and what I was in my life, and it's always networking that really makes the difference.
And those people were so cool. They made it so easy. I mean, we were kind of nervous, like, oh my gosh, it's our first Grammy event. These are all Grammy winners, Grammy nominees, Latin Grammy winners. But as soon as we walked in, everyone was just smiling, talking to us, taking pictures. And so they actually made it very easy. It was at the Dallas chapter of the Grammys and the Recording Academy. They made it so easy to kind of, I don't know, come out of your shell and just talk to other like-minded creatives. And all of them were in different ventures. It wasn't just music. It was film, or it was studio recording, or it was really amazing to see. Like, everybody was just really into the art. They had a passion for the art. So
Yeah. And
sweet.
and I found that, I mean, the people that I've met that were, in the industry and do a lot for especially records, they're just really down to earth people. In spite of who they are, I think they take the craft so seriously that that's the most important thing. And that's what you want, obviously.
absolutely. We had a chance to meet an excellent gentleman by the name of Tim Palmer, and he's produced so many of Ozzy Osbourne's albums, Robert Plant's albums, and I mean, he was like, oh yeah, they used to come to my house all the time. And I'm like, holy crap, am I just standing here talking to this dude right now? Like,
Right.
my boyfriend and I named our dog after Ozzy Osbourne. His name is
Ah.
Ozzy. So like, to
Oh, I
then meet
love
the
it.
guy who was producing his albums was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a room that I never thought I would be in right now. But we're super grateful for the opportunity just to even be able to network with them or just talk to them and hear their stories. It's crazy, mind blowing. And then it's like, he's just a person. Like, he's a regular person like us.
Yeah, they put on their pants the same way everybody else does.
Yeah, one at a time. Absolutely.
Right?
Someone here had a
You
really
know,
nice comment for you about your positivity, and that's great. Your energy. It's
That's my
good to
mom.
see. Ah,
hi, Mom.
hi,
Thanks,
Mom. Oh
mom. Hi,
boy.
mom.
Okay, that's amazing. So your other band member that works with you, is he still at Baylor? Is he done or?
Yes, so we both graduated and we are just kind of doing our own thing. So, like I said, I'm in the Air Force, and then he actually was pre med and he was getting ready to go to medical school. And now he's looking into law. I think he wants to look into like music law. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but he's wanting to look into like industry law, music
Mhm.
industry law.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
we're just figuring it out.
Yep. One step at
Copyright
a
and all
time.
that stuff? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes.
that's great. So tell us about the instruments that you play.
Okay, so I play upright bass, as we kind of discussed earlier. I've played it on a couple songs on the album. I'll be playing it on the 2 covers we have coming out next, as well as some songs on the next album. I love playing upright bass. I was actually classically trained, so I played it all throughout middle and high school. We had a pretty big orchestra program. We had 6 orchestras. Just gonna throw it out there. I was varsity principal, so principal bassist. Anyways,
Nice.
I also play guitar. I play electric bass. I play piano. I obviously sing. And then this past spring semester, um, I kind of took a liking for drums. I was like, I want to be able to play all the instruments in my band. And so I was like, let me just take some drum lessons for a semester. And I honestly was a little bit better than I thought I would be starting off. And so very quickly, my passion project and what I've been trying to learn has turned into the song Rosanna, the Purdy Shuffle in Rosanna by Toto. That is my goal. I've got all of it down except the grace notes. Once I get those, it's over. It's over for everyone.
You're going to be the
There you go.
Jeff Porcaro of Waco.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Absolutely.
Not quite.
Not quite.
But I've had a lot of fun doing that too. And so it's just nice to have a little bit of a working understanding of all of those instruments that we see and hear all the time.
It's funny you
Yeah.
mentioned that song and that record because I'm about ready to drop a review of Toto 4,
Ooh.
comparison of different pressings. And I was reading an article about Toto 4 and how the label had basically told them, you either do something good on this record or you're done.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
their first record was really good and sold a lot, and the next two were not that great relative to that one. You talk about sophomore jinx; they
Yeah.
had a sophomore jinx, and so that album was a lot of pressure. But Toto had that band. The guys that were in that band had worked with Boz Scaggs on an album called Silk Degrees.
Okay.
And they credit kind of the work they did with him to give them the energy and the inspiration to put together Toto 4. So
Wow.
we might not have had Toto 4 if they hadn't been the musicians in the
Yeah.
sessions for Silk Degrees of Boz Scaggs.
There we
Interestingly,
Yeah.
go.
and
All I'm
that's
gonna say,
another
I
great
love
album.
Rosanna. I love Rosanna, and I love Georgie Porgy. As
That's
far
the
as it goes after
first
that,
album.
yeah. So
Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie. Kiss the girls and make them cry.
Yeah.
I think that's such a fun song.
See, I like Manuela
Yeah.
Run. That song just, I don't know what it is about it. It has a certain beat to it. But first album, to me, their first album is under rated or underappreciated, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
But
For
I think
sure.
Toto 4, it kind of, everybody's like, everything's a Toto 4, of course. So,
Yeah.
but so we know you got good musical taste. So you've got a really nice system. Why don't you share with us what you have there?
Absolutely. I'll move out of the
We'll
way
make-
so that y'all can
yeah,
see
we'll
it. I
make
hope
it-
nobody sees my sweatpants under this nice shirt.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have
Well-
unless you'd said it. Now they're looking for it.
Right.
You guys, don't look. Don't look. But I have my turntable, which is a vintage Akai. I actually found it. Like I just came across it one day, and the way we funded our vinyl getting pressed was Matthew and I we drove to flea markets all around Texas and even some in Louisiana. Just I'm talking people selling their parents' collections from the 70s. So we picked up hundreds and hundreds, honestly thousands of vinyl. We sorted through them, and then we found ones that we thought would be worth something or able to resell. We sold them to Armando, and that is how we ended up uh, we ended up
Financing it.
financing our record sales and pressings. But in the mix of everything, I went to a store and I was actually able to find the whole setup all in one. And they kind of put it together for me. And I was like, this sounds great. Like, whatever this is, I need to start getting into it. And that's really when I started getting into different audiophile things and getting more of my own personal collection of records, which I think is pretty impressive right now. I'm proud of what I have. But so I have my Akai table. I think it's from 1980. 1980. And then I have a Technics amplifier. It's the SUV2. It's okay. I'm
Nice.
looking to upgrade it pretty soon, but it sounds great. It's in slightly less than I would like cosmetic shape. But the main star of my setup is actually these 1985 Kenwood floor speakers, and I'll bring you guys to the floor with me just so that you can see how beautiful they are. They have this church grill on them.
Oh yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just a great find. They're beautiful,
absolutely.
great quality. And they look good under the grills too, which to find them in
Yeah.
such good shape was definitely pretty lucky for me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. It's funny you
but
should say that your amp and preamp. You're like, it's not what I want. That's the joy of being into gear and music and all. It's like, well, I've had this piece of gear for 8 years, so it must be outdated. Sounds fine, but the audio nerd inside of us say, well, I really would like to hear something different and see what it's all about. So I
right.
get I get it absolutely.
And
Yo,
I'm so
Uh,
jealous. We just got a crazy setup that I got for my dad for his birthday back in November. And I'm honestly jealous of his everything. He got a brand new Audio Technica turntable, but then we paired it with some, I think they're probably 80s or 90s Polk floor
Vocal
speakers.
audio. Yep.
yeah,
Oh
And
yeah.
then
absolutely.
they're beautiful. And then we got him
They're
a
cherry
really
red,
nice
aren't they?
Pioneer. They are cherry red,
Oh, they're
and they fit
beautiful.
perfectly with all of his furniture in his office room where they're
I
sitting now.
I was jealous when I saw them and said, "Man, I'd like to have that pair myself."
I was jealous too, and I have pretty nice ones.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
but the star of the show, I think, is his Pioneer, his receiver. It sounds great.
Vintage. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So I mean, I helped Chloe find some stuff, which people in the channel. I do that. If you ever want advice or help on that, I love doing that, helping people put together a system. Because a lot of people you can get ripped off and you can really get things that
Yeah,
don't really match really well.
This
So,
is
yeah,
my customer testimony. David was so amazing. My
yeah,
dad and I were actually very grateful. He was so helpful, and we pulled it together um, in good time.
yeah.
big
Yeah,
time. Yeah, it
that's the
was.
story I heard. Yeah, a lot of gear.
Yeah.
You have to have the gear has to have the synergy about it. You can have great pieces of gear if they don't have synergy, they're no good to you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yeah. Well,
absolutely
it's like the Pioneer didn't have a lot of power. It had enough, but those speakers don't need a lot of power. So you kind of match those up, even though they look like they might physically,
right.
don't. Very
Right.
efficient. So,
And
yeah, it's,
then he took it to the next level and he started reading about, oh, well, this receiver puts out this kilowatt of power and these speakers can go up to this much. And I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted him to do is read into it, get excited about it. He's got gold tipped speaker wires. He's getting racks for everything. I mean, that's
Uh-huh.
what I'm so glad I was kind of able to get him back into that thing from his childhood that his dad and him used to share.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No,
You lit the
that's
fuse on that passion.
yeah,
I think so. I
yeah,
think so.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
he's texting
exactly.
me all his upgrades now, and I'm jealous.
Hmm. Well, hang around because if he upgrades,
One day,
Right?
you never
Right?
know.
it
He already
might
said
fall that
multiple
direction.
boys.
Yeah, that's right. That's how that goes. It's definitely how it goes. Well,
Absolutely.
I know you're heading home for the holidays, which is what everybody does, uh,
Yes.
and uh, and I'm really grateful to you for taking some time here before you go to
Yes,
spend with us and to tell us about
absolutely.
your band and your life and your future. And it's just I'm always heartened to hear young folks
Aw.
like yourself, that are doing the right things and
Yep.
trying to make the world a better place and a more sonically approved place. So,
We're
One
trying.
more thing. I'd like to
yeah,
thank you for your service. Appreciate you
absolutely.
so much for serving
Yeah,
our country in the Air Force.
Absolutely. Thank you
That's
absolutely.
for your
awesome.
support.
Gives you a lot of hope for the young people that are coming behind us older folks. That there's hope, always hope. So appreciate it so
There is.
much.
There is. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for thinking of me and having me on here. It's been so
Sure.
nice talking to y'all.
Same here. And safe travels on your way back home.
Yes,
Thank you
We
so
know
much.
how the roads can be on holiday time.
yes,
So
absolutely.
take
Yes.
care.
Yes.
And
Thankfully, it's not too long of a drive.
to your parents, you raised a very nice young lady. Congratulations
Absolutely.
on that as well. And tell your dad if he ever needs anything, he can give me a shout.
Thank
Never a
you. He's already commenting. He said, hopefully, David approves what
yeah,
cables he got. He's getting so into it.
that's
Yeah,
cool. That's what it's all
absolutely.
about. That's what it's all about. Okay, Chloe. Well, thanks for
Well,
joining us today.
Thank
Have a
you for
Merry
having me. It
yeah.
was
Christmas.
so
Happy New
nice.
Year.
Merry
Take
Happy
care.
Christmas.
New Year. Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you. Bye bye.
everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
Bye
bye.
bye.
There she goes. What a nice
Yes,
young lady.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was refreshing to, yeah, I really enjoyed having her. Um, yeah, if that's what we have growing up, I can live with that all day long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, while you two were talking, I was down here looking. I haven't finalized my purchase yet, but I'm just about there reading the fine print. It's I look forward to having my copy.
yeah, no, they're yeah. I hope I can help them in the back end of their process to get some really strong mastering and pressing on it.
Yeah, there's a few
Because,
to select from that you have contact with.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that would be great. So I'm looking
I think
forward to that.
I think if you look at our last week's video of the audio quest, you might find a couple of gentlemen that could do a fine job. Don't you think, David?
Somebody asked who is she, so that's fine. You joined late. I'll put up
Yeah.
the link again. So um, she is part of a band called SUNNN, SUNNN, and they named it that so that when you search for it, you'll find it because if you only did one end, you'd get all sorts of bands. But they're a local band out of Waco, Texas, Baylor. They both she and her partner in the band, uh, Matthew, are from Baylor, and I met them through Armando at Vintage Mio in Waco, Texas, record
Yep.
store there, and they have an album that they put out, and it looks like this. That's Chloe right there. This thing keeps falling every time I.
I think her last name is pronounced Cheshire.
Choudhury. Choudhury.
Chowdhury.
Yeah. And their album is called Manifestation is Real. And it has one side of the record is about the sun and the brighter days in your life. The other is about the moon and maybe the more dark days or quieter days or more solitude type days. So it's got different types of feel to it, so to speak. And So trying to promote, young band, young people in trying to get into the music scene. They've been a staple in Waco for a couple of years now. They were at South by Southwest in 23, I saw, and they also have played at the Silos at Magnolia in
Yes.
Waco, and now have been asked to come back in the spring. And they're working on a new album. So it's a really gorgeous physical record and very good sounding record as well. And splatter kind of vinyl. Got
Yeah, it's beautiful.
the black and the white there because of the sun and the moon there. The light and the dark kind of imagery that they are promoting on the record. So I met her through Armando and got the record and heard them play and thought, well, I'd like to give them a chance to come on up and get to know her a little more. She definitely is in the Air Force and is going to be deployed at some point outside of Waco, at least. So in the meantime, they're trying to get a record put together before that happens.
Yeah.
So
I just posted a link to the website in case you want to check out the music or merch or that album that David just showed. Um,
there you
you
go.
know, young artists can always use the support. And I'm looking here. It's $30 for the album, which is not outrageous for an album of that quality. And an autographed copy is just $5 more. So it's very humble, I think, and very kind to even offer it. So that was nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we try to. I have another guest lined up for next week, and you may know him, Baraka P Dub from the YouTube channel of the same name. Does a lot of reviews of records and provides comparisons, physical audio files through the internet for you to compare. So we're gonna get in with Paul and catch up with him on how he's doing next week, and then definitely have a few surprise guests coming for January. So stay tuned for that as well. But we've got one of the things we're going to talk about a bit now is Christmas music a little bit because we are going to do a Name That Tune tonight. And thank you very much. I appreciate the comment there, Satan
Yes,
Rojas.
indeed. Right.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about Christmas music some, and I got a couple of things to talk about. New records. A couple of them are new records to me. But since we're going to do Name That Tune, remember, we'll start it in about 20 minutes, maybe a little longer, but 20 to 30 minutes toward the end of the show. Name That Tune. Again, we have some people who won last week. And
Yes.
if they're here, they can add on to, and there's Wyoming Dave, Speak of the Devil. He's got 2
Yeah.
points. And
Yes. Cranberry sauce
Cranberry
has.
Sauce, I think, has 1.
Yeah.
And so if you get to 5 points, then I will, in fact, be sending you an album as part of the giveaway I'm going to do on the show. So, so that's where that's at. I did get a new record in the mail today, Forever Phase. And let me just go ahead and make myself big here.
Yeah. I'm
So
not
this is
familiar with
Forever
Forever Phase.
Phase. And this is, and I got the CD also because it has some bonus tracks on it as well, quite a few. And this is by Paul Meany, who was the lead guy in Mute Math, who went solo now. He also has done a lot of songs in production for 21 Pilots. So he's been extremely busy, but this is his first solo record. and I think these are all sold out. This was early pre-order kind of thing. So I've heard it online. I've streamed it, but of course, if it's Mute Math related, I've got to have it. So there we go. I'll let you guys know what I think of that once I'll compare the CD and the record to talk about the quality and the recording and that type of thing on that. And let's see, another one I got, and this is not a new record by any stretch of the imagination, 2002, but it's Tom Petty, The Last DJ. I like this album quite a bit. It didn't necessarily get as much um, airplay as maybe some of his earlier stuff,
Yeah.
but it's really well done. And the other part of that is I discovered I could get it on vinyl. So this was redone by Chris Bellman in 2017. It's a 2 LP, three-sided with etching on side 4. So I'm anxious to compare these two sound wise as well to see how Bellman did versus the CD. Because the originals of this from 2002, they didn't make a lot of them, and they're over $100.
Wow.
So one gonna go there. Didn't think I needed to, but I did find that on Amazon for $30. So I thought that was because I've searched, I couldn't even find the CD anywhere. I just found this last week, but I think it is a really good Petty album actually.
Oh, that's good to know. It is.
The entire Petty catalog has great reissues available for an affordable price. Yeah,
Yes, it do.
yeah.
Now, is that streamable? That album?
I
Have
don't
you
know.
checked?
I haven't checked. I don't. I didn't. Never looked for it. So that's bad on me. Let's see. Let me see.
I
I've
ask the
got.
tough questions here. I'm the quiet guy that asks the tough questions. What can I say?
Yeah. Apparently you do. Yes, it is. It is on Spotify.
All right.
I can tell you that. Whether it's on any others, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna speak to that. So.
Right.
So
Well,
that's.
that's good to know.
So last week we talked. Are you okay to talk about "Wish You Were Here," Nick?
Well, sure. It's
You got. I've got the
there
label up here. I've got the.
you go.
So
Well,
Nick, Nick,
this
Nick
is
had some pretty concise notes about this, and so I said, well, we should flesh this out, talk a little more about what you heard on this version. Matter of fact, I think you saw the vinyl copy in Walmart today, huh?
yes, yeah. Well, I believe, yep, absolutely. Well, I think I got it in the box set as well.
Oh, okay, 27
It,
bucks, I think it was.
yep, absolutely. Now, please forgive me for last week's episode in the review, but this is my second live offering with David. So, being a little self conscious, I didn't want people to be staring at my forehead, but I do have my notes. And I'll just go like this so I won't bother anybody.
Okay,
And so, I will go ahead and go back over my notes. It's Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here 50th. 50th. The packaging is minimal, as most people know. I mean, I don't know if it could get more bare, but what's inside is well worth it. It's EMI tape photo on the inside when you open up the packaging. Of course, there's a hype sticker on the outside. Little hair dryer will heat that sticker off, and you can take it off of the plastic and put it anywhere you want. It stays sticky so it doesn't tear apart. That's good because I don't know about you. I like the hype stickers and I like them in one piece. The 2025 Dolby Atmos mix. There's videos of still shots while it's playing. There's a concert LP art cycles through as you're listening to the music. Shine on You Crazy Diamond is what Atmos system was created for. It's engulfing and it's Pink Floyd. The horns used were full front stage top to bottom, and that's the height speakers, and it felt like it was coming from the floor as well. It was just a full frontal, almost like a wall of sound. Uh, Brings me back to Grateful Dead kind of wall of sound. It was really fulfilling. Have a cigar, nice separation, like when the drummer rattles on the cymbals rhythmically, and you can just hear it. It sounds like it's right there. It's so realistic. It's surprising. It, it ends. It's through the left side speaker. It also begins. Wish you were here. Great beginning with separation. Is not sure. I've heard it like this before. I don't know if it's changed the mastering, but it's very it's very different than how I recall it. Probably because of the different speakers that are being used in the presentation. Shine on you, crazy diamond. Continue with a great separation, not just left and right, but rear, sides, and heights as well, more so than the previous track. Videos at the end, I watched them, listened to them. They were in surround 48 hertz, 24 bit, 5.1. Not as impressive. If you're going to, I recommend not listening to the atmosphere first. Start with the stereo and then work your way to it because it's nice. The quad is different mastering, I believe.
Hmm.
Some people have had problems with that, but we'll come back to that in a bit. Some nice mixes. The video, which is the last option on the disc, also offered is live bootleg audio, 1975 Los Angeles Sports Arena. Then it has as I mentioned, the 1976 4.0, the quad mix, and then it's the 1975 stereo mix. Followed lastly by the 2011 5.1 surround mix. It's uh, it's nice that all the presentations are really good, but the Atmos is why you build an Atmos system. It was really enjoyable. I sat in my big chair, remote set down because you don't need to change a thing, and just consumed the Atmos track. It was really enjoyable, and that concludes. Now, do we want to discuss the problem with the
Go
quad?
ahead. Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what we found was some Sonys and some quad players were having problems playing the quad for some reason, manufacturing or I'm not sure. It wasn't the disc; it was the players.
Now,
Now I
some
found
players weren't decoding it properly.
right. I found fixes for the Oppo or some modifications, workarounds, and tomfoolery to make it think it was playing a quad. You had to play it in surround, but that wasn't truly quad because you were bringing in your other speakers. And
Right.
the Oppo you could trick into playing the quad. But what else did you find, David?
The 4.0 has a totally different mix.
Yes.
It's much more experimental, I would say,
Hmm.
in it. And it makes sense because back then they were trying to show off,
Yeah.
the format and have stuff move around more. Like Welcome to the Machine, when you hear those machines starting up, they're kind of moving around in a circular way. Whereas the 5.1 was more tame in that regard, but it had more separation, more distinction.
Yeah.
And I would assume, at least from what I've read, I haven't heard the Atmos, that it would provide even more of that because it has more capability, obviously, to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, the height speakers and the extra two speakers really they put some real nice work into it. It's a beautiful piece of art. The Atmos itself is a piece of art outside of the artistry of the album itself.
Right.
Yes,
So you,
absolutely. I would go that far.
so you really it kind of a new experience, I guess I'd call it.
Absolutely. It's remember the smile you had the first time you heard the album. You actually get a double dip on it because it's that good.
Mm,
So if you
yeah.
have a Atmos system, I can't beg you to buy this record. It's cheap. It's $27. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very, very reasonable for what you're getting. Plus, it has the bonus tracks and all the other stereo quad 5.1. And
I
so,
mean, dollar for dollar, you get a lot for the money. There's
yes, you
no doubt
do.
about. There's no doubt about that part of it.
Yep.
So
So, we have any questions about it, or do you have more to add, David?
no, that covers pretty. It's it's well worth. If you don't have the from the immersion box, they had that very disc minus the Atmos. So
Yes.
it's pretty much all the same, and then it adds the Atmos.
Yep.
So that's the most I can say about it. From that point of view. Um, we changing topics here. We lost a pretty good artist today. Chris Rea passed away. I think he was 74, and he had a pretty notable Christmas song called "Driving Home for Christmas." And you go online, you'll see a story about how he came up with that song and what it meant to him. But in the U.S., the biggest hit he ever had was "Fool If You Think It's Over." It reached number 12, and I remember that song so well. I was in radio, uh, and when I was driving to the radio station from Gary to Chicago, when I did drive, I took the train a lot, but it seemed like I heard that song incessantly in '78, and it just brings me back to that time. But that song and its rhythm is it's funny. I didn't know who he was at the time, and it probably was a very different song than he really was normally playing. It really didn't fit his repertoire, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he said, I read in an interview where he said, "Yeah, the song that I'm most famous for is the song that's least like me."
Yeah. Yeah. You
So
go to hear more, and it's not there.
yeah, it's not there. Yeah, he wrote that song actually for his sister and a relationship she had where her boyfriend broke off the relationship, and she was very um, taken aback by it. And
Yeah.
so he said it just really was out of his normal repertoire of what he did. So anyway,
You
so
never
Rick, Chris,
know where.
a lot of people nowadays. Rest in peace. We have so many. It seems like every week there's
Yeah.
somebody.
David, that just goes to prove you'd never know where success is going to come from.
That's true. You can't
Yeah.
plot it. That's the thing. You can try to,
Yeah.
but you can't
You can
always.
you can plan it, you can see it in your mind, but it doesn't make it real until it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like on my members only channel when I talked Daily Audio Diet recently, talking about Boston, because one of the band members of Boston, Barry Goudreau, who, let's see if I got that here. Yeah, I do. Barry Goudreau um, came out with a record, a self-titled record, and I was talking about promos and white labels, and then I started to look at his. He was only on two of their records, the first one and "Don't Look Back," and then Tom Scholz wanted to take a break for a year and told the band members, "If you got other projects, whatever you want to do, go ahead." And so Barry Goudreau, who was the other guitarist, had uh, started a few songs, wanted to put a few together, really wanted some of these to go to Tom as demos for Boston because they obviously would get more life that way. But Tom wasn't interested in them, so Barry went ahead and produced an album and released it through Epic Records on the Portrait label. And then um, the management team and the label put out promos for it that basically said, "We know you love the sound of those Boston guitars, and and this is the guy. So now you can hear him. And Tom Scholes really got pissed at the label and the marketing of that, and basically said, if you don't take that off and rescind that marketing, I'm not going to make another Boston album for the label. And so they knew where their bread was buttered, and they basically took all of it off and took Barry Goudreau's album out of contention. And if you listen to the record, and it's not an expensive record to find or stream it, you're going to hear a lot of Boston. Why? Because Brad Delp, the vocalist for Boston, is on it. Why? Because he's the brother-in-law of Barry Goudreau. So if you ever see that record, or if you ever want to stream it, you might, because it has a lot of similarities with Boston. You would swear some of the songs are straight off of a Boston album. But these things happen in the art. And when the business gets in the way of the art, sometimes things you don't expect happen. I don't think Chris Rea necessarily expected that even to be a single, but the label saw something in it, and they were right. I mean, they were definitely obviously right. So that happens. So, all right. Next segment, we're going to talk about records that are Christmas albums that we like, whether you have a show and tell or not, if you have a list there. And in the comments, you all, I would like you to give us an idea of what you might like as far as Christmas albums. I'm going to begin with a few. I'm going to start with my favorite, and it is A Christmas Portrait, even when it's upside down. No, there it is, right side up. Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. And there were actually two versions of this record that came out, in that they reissued it. So it looks, there's some slight differences in it, but this is my favorite Christmas record, bar none, mainly because it's Karen Carpenter's voice, I guess. I just am kind of hooked on her voice for decades. And Merry Christmas, Darling is a very beautiful song, and her voice is extremely luscious on it. And to prove that point, I'm going to give you a little snippet of her voice without all the heavy, without all of the heavy instrumentation against it.
Greeting cards have all been sent. The Christmas rushes through, but I still have one wish to make, a special one for you. Merry Christmas, darling. We're apart, that's true, but I can dream, and in my dreams I'm Christmasing with you. Holidays are joyful, there's always something new, but every day's a holiday.
What year is that, David?
When I'm near to you.
I want to see.
Such a beautiful voice.
My tree, I wish you could see. I
78.
wish it every day. Logs on the fire fill me with
Absolutely.
desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas. Christmas darling. Happy New Year too. Just one wish on this Christmas Eve. I wish I were with you.
Here comes the jazz, Nick.
Yeah.
Logs on
absolutely beautiful.
I wish I were with you.
You have that one, David. Yeah, it's a good one to have. I think I have it as well.
With you.
Yeah.
There you go. Mastered by Mr. Bernie Grumman,
Greeting
A&M
cards have
Records. Yeah, that's it.
always
Okay, Karen. Okay, okay. I know you're anxious. All right. You got one, Nick? At least to discuss?
well, I well, there's the Vince Lagarde. I mean, Giraldi.
Gujarati?
That
Yeah.
yeah, that
Charlie
as
Brown.
it's a number one amongst multiple generations. I think it's been out what 50 years, close to it. It's been out.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least. Yeah.
yeah. It's an incredible album. I don't know. It's if you can get more Christmassy than Charlie Brown and the Gang. We can. There's a variety of different tastes when it comes to Christmas music. Uh, that was like one of my tops, but you can go straight to Nat King Cole. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
depends on what kind of Christmas you want to talk about. We all have different flavors that we like. There's last night we discussed rock and roll Christmas music. We did
Hmm.
that over at Royce in the house, or I'm sorry, the Four Horsemen. Shout out to Royce and Michael. But you know, there's also I've been listening at the restaurant. Dean Martin has a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
incredible Christmas albums out. Yeah, see, I lean towards the older traditional
Well,
Christmas
like this
music.
guy,
There,
Frank Sinatra.
that's number three on my list. There's Frank right there,
Yeah, that's a
and
good one.
yep, yeah, incredible. I don't have that one. That's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
but you can get so carried away with yep. And Bing was next. Bing with David Bowie though.
Bing. Yeah.
Yes. Bing. Yeah. But you can get so carried away with Christmas albums. And personally, they're nice to have, but if you're having people over, you want to, whatever it is going on Christmas Day, that's what the streamer was built for, or a 5 CD changer, which would be the preferred way. Because with an album, it'll take up you're not there to just listen to albums. You're there for the festivities and all that,
Oh, yeah.
and then you want to
Remember
change
these
it.
guys? Sing along with Mitch.
Which, oh,
Miller.
golly, you pull that out of your back pocket, right?
Yeah. Then they
You
even
never know
had
what you could.
all the lyric books in here, and it's
Yeah.
crazy.
How about that? That's okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's on
Yeah.
the old.
Caroling's fun. Going. I've never gone door to door caroling, but we've
Well, I
had
have.
carolers
Yeah, I
come,
have.
and imagine it just. I've caroled at at church and
Nice
such, but
six eye.
beautiful. Looks pretty clean too. Get your grubby
Yeah,
paws off the
it
tracks.
is. Now, here is a great Christmas album that you might not think, and that is Air Supply.
What?
Yep, Air
Wow,
Supply.
that's
You
pretty
would
good.
you would be, yeah. I
I
mean,
I
it
hadn't
was
heard it.
surprising how good it is. Matter of fact, I'll play a little for you.
When you look to the past, for life's long hidden meaning, for the dreams and the plans made in your youth. Does the thrill to achieve match the warm hidden feeling that lies so still and lives in you?
In the
is joy, there is laughter, there is hope, there is trust, a chance to shape the future for the lessons of life. There is no better teacher than the look in the eyes of a child.
So that's one they wrote, but lots of pretty songs on there. And the last one, and I've got to crack this one open because I just got it. It's called Every Christmas, Michael W. Smith. He has another album that's really good as well that is only available on CD, unfortunately. But this one came out a few years ago. So now the one from his previous one called Christmas Time, it is pretty angelic. And it has some really good instrumentation in it. He's a pianist, in case you never heard of him, Christian artist. He had quite a few pop hits. Place in This World was a big one for him back in the 80s. Got to number 7. And he played a lot with Amy Grant when she first got on the scene, and subsequently has a really good solo career. He was who went on a cruise this past June to Alaska. He was playing on the boat and interacting, so it was really good. But he's a really good writer for music, whether it be lyrics and or music. But he's got the touch, Midas touch on the piano. Many, many times. I gotta probably go back and count now. It's been so many times.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that these records that they're bringing these out on LP again now, where they always were only on CD.
Well, let's not forget the MFSL Ultra Disc One Step of Mariah Carey.
Oh, yes. Did anybody here buy? Did anybody buy that One Step of Mariah Carey?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Place in This World was 91. Was it really? Yeah, I guess it was. I saw him on tour for that. You're right. It was 91. You're right, because I saw him on March 15th, 1991 in Columbus, Ohio. You are so right. I was thinking of an album prior to that. Thank you, Dave. You're always good to keep me honest and everybody else. So that's good.
Yeah.
1991. So I guess we're going to get to the point now where we can start our favorite part of the show, right?
Can I interject real quick? Cranberry Sauce comes in with Ella Fitzgerald, absolutely, and Nora Jones. And let me add in there Diana Krall. All have very nice Christmas albums.
Yeah, I think I might have shown that whatchamadingo earlier that I highlighted it. I can't get anything to work right now. Hang on. My scrolling has stopped working on my computer. That could be really problematic.
Uh-huh.
That could be.
Comments.
All right, let me see why I can't scroll anymore. Oh, it could be because that song was paused. Let me see if that's why.
Benny, yeah.
It could be. Okay. No, that's not it. So we're going to start Name That Tune. I guess I've got a modified list here of things that are working. I don't know why this is.
I got you, Dave.
You got me?
Yeah, you were pulling up Cranberry Sauce. Ella Fitzgerald. Yep. Yeah.
No, it's actually I was trying to scroll up to my top thing where I show Name That Tune, but it's not. For some reason, it's not. My assets are not scrolling. My ass is not scrolling.
Well,
Can you do assets there? Manage assets on the right
I'm
or not?
looking.
It
Let's
just
see.
literally
You got your
isn't
logo.
isn't scrolling for some
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
The mouse works, but it's just not scrolling. Okay,
Beat Street.
StreamYard, I paid money for this now.
Right. Okay, got the intro and outro.
Now
Here we go. Audio
go up.
Quest.
You see a bit.
Yep.
You see the name that tune thing there.
No.
Yeah.
No name.
Okay. Well, the good news is I can get to my media assets, so I can.
Well, that's good. I got Countdown.
Yeah, you probably
No.
may just have the ones that are standard.
Well, I don't know how to
If I
do
go to
it.
refresh my screen, I'm afraid I'm going to lose everything. So I'm not going to
Yeah,
do. Not going to do.
perhaps. Name that tune. There you go. You left click on it.
All
How do I
right.
play it?
It's just a screen thing. It's just a screen.
Well, I've left clicked it. Nothing happens.
Now you right click it.
Right click, reload, save as.
Well,
Nothing to
let's do
play.
this. Let's start the name that tune and see how it goes. I guess that's all I can do right now. I've got
There
a
you
few
go.
where I can get to it, so let's see how it goes. All right, so the way we
Almost
play this is you're going to hear a few bars of the song, and then you need to give us the title of the song. And Nick, you're going to be the arbiter here because I can't bring it up any other way. So you're
okay.
going to have to tell me who comes in first.
Okay, let me comments. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Did you hear it, everybody? A little bit of a piano. A little bit of a piano at the beginning.
We got Blue White Christmas.
Nope, it's not White
Blue
Christmas.
Christmas.
No. These aren't necessarily Christmas songs. If they're a Christmas song, I'll tell you. How's that?
Black Christmas. That was Saint Rojas.
Black and Blue Christmas.
Orange Christmas. That's your lighting. Tell it like it is.
Yeah, who read that? Who said that?
Wyoming Dave. That
That's what it
takes
is.
him
It
to
is
3 points.
Aaron Neville.
Yeah.
And guess what?
I
I can't
wish
get any more
I,
music
I
to play. There we
I
go.
wish they would press that album.
I know.
Yeah.
Something to play with.
Got to find somebody to press it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why that says reissue mania. I didn't tell it to do it, but it's doing whatever it wants.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one
Congratulations,
for Dave.
Dave.
So Dave's got 3. So
Yes,
he
he
can get 2 in
does.
a show. He can get 2 in a show. So, all
Yes.
right, here comes the next one. Maybe.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay. That didn't work. I am locked up.
All
I
right.
am
Well,
I am disabling every other thing I can find to give myself 4
hum a few
replays.
bars, Dave.
Oh my gosh, let's see.
That was a big hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one should already have an answer up. Thanks is not the answer. Well, let's see. The whole stream's because you don't owe me.
Who wrote that?
Anyone who had a heart, you You
Who wrote
down
You
own
Don't
me? Wait, it's
Who wrote
you
You
down
Don't
own
Own
me.
Me? Who wrote
Down?
You Don't?
Yeah, Wyoming Dave. He's done for
Okay.
the night. Nice job, Dave.
And that is
Yeah.
orchestrated by Mr. Quincy Jones. He did
Yeah.
all of Wesley Gore's early records. Okay, it's Everybody But Wyoming Dave show.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this one. Dave, if you put it in and you're not supposed to, you get a -1.
That's right.
I know he's biting his fingers right now because he probably knows what it
Uh-huh.
is. No takers yet?
No, also like maybe I know. What? Okay. Oh man. Yeah. No takers. Let's see. I don't hear anything. Yep, I'm biting my fingers. Yeah, me too, Dave. Oh, come on, people. I thought we had, people that liked music up in here.
Can't play much more. I'll be giving the name away.
Yeah, yeah, you might as well. Okay, everybody loses a point. No, okay. Love Train.
Nope.
Sooner or later,
Yep, you got it.
cranberry sauce. Okay, that's number 2 for cranberry. Sooner or later.
I like oldies, guys. Can't you tell?
Yeah. Well, oldies do like oldies.
Yeah, that's right. All right, here we go. Last one. This last one? Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
3. Okay, 2 more.
David got 2. Oh, that was way too much. Why don't you just give it all away, huh?
This thing doesn't respond as fast as I'd like.
I'm telling you, right? Hooray is not the answer. That's an easy one. Yes, it is. Bite your other fingers, David.
Please.
Where did he get it? Love goes where rosemary grows. There it is.
Love grows where my rosemary goes. Close enough.
Yep. Cranberry sauce. He's done for the day. We're going to have hopefully get a new person in this contest.
She ain't got no money, her clothes are kind of funny, her hair is kind of wild and free. Oh, boy, love goes where my rosemary goes.
So, that band, the singer on that band, was in fact the same vocalist on several other songs that were out at the same time,
Oh,
including
wow.
Beach Baby by the First Class, Gimme Dat Ding by the Pipkins,
Oh, wow.
United We Stand by the Brotherhood of Man.
Wow.
Yes. So that
When,
guy
when you got it, you got it.
that guy was very busy. All right. So is that 4? We got one more. We need a new winner now is what we really
That's
need.
exactly.
Let's see if I can play something. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Okay, now you got to start on your toes, David. I know he knows that one too. Oh my goodness. Tony Burrows.
Ernie Burroughs was the guy I was talking about. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Come on, people.
Can narrow it down and tell you it was Dave Clark 5.
Yeah. Didn't we have a Dave Clark 5 last week as well?
May have.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be past me anyway.
No, not at all. Looks like we have no wiener.
No wiener.
No.
Mm.
Drive a big fast car, no, you don't look like a movie star.
You can't sit down.
Money we won't get more. But baby,
Remember, you can't guess anymore. You lose a point.
Did he guess
You
again?
got what it. Yeah, you got what it takes.
That's it. We went past it anyway. Nobody else got it. So
Yeah.
you got what it
let me
takes.
let,
Dave Clark
let me
5.
get my eraser out. Oh, it's in pen. Dang it.
All right. So we got Dave and cranberry sauce. Both have 4, right?
No, Cranberry has 3. He started with 1 today.
Oh, okay. So he's got 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can only
Right.
get
You're
2
right.
a day.
You're right.
David
You're right. Yeah,
has
you can't get
4.
more than 2. Okay.
Yep.
We're all okay. We got it.
That's
We got
okay,
them.
Cranberry. We cleaned your slate. Don't worry about it, buddy. We got you covered.
Yeah.
Now you got
So
you
you
got
both
3
theoretically you both could win an album next week. So
next week. Yeah.
there you go. There you go. Well, I will pull out some candidates for you for next week. I'm going to expect there will be a winner, and we'll go from there. So next week we're
Yes.
going to have Brock P. Dub on from the same channel of the same name, and yeah, I think we're going to do some old Lang Syne discussions.
Yes.
I can tell you
It'll
my
be
Dan Fogelberg story. Those of you on the membership channel probably know it, but
yes.
that's an
Thank
interesting
you.
story.
I'll tell you the dad channel is really, really good. I've learned so much that,
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I
yeah,
offer a daily
absolutely.
video for membership at $4.99, and every day I put out some topic of some sort. Sometimes it's out of left field.
Yes. And I'm sure in a week's time there are more than a couple you just didn't know about.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I didn't want to insult anybody. There's a
Yeah,
lot of knowledge out there in the
yeah,
VC.
yeah. But I've had, there's personal experiences in there too. So I
Yeah.
definitely, they're going to be my own. But
Yeah.
so the VC Social Club comes on in 15 minutes on Jason's channel.
Yep.
And to all, a Merry Christmas, Nick, to you and your family. For
And to
those of
you
you
and yours.
traveling, safe travels. And we will catch you next Monday night. And here comes our outro.
Tis the season to be jolly. No. Not ra 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 la 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 la. Sing like this. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. Try again. Deck the hall with boughs of holly. Ra 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 ra. Tis the season. Stop. Sing something else. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. All my fun is to ride in one horsey open sleigh. No, stop. Kitchen, bring food for customers.
Oh, this Christmas carnival has everything. Games, food. Oh my God, it's the carolers from A Christmas Story.
Deck the hearts with boughs of holly, fa-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra.
That's right, America. Don't forget, your beloved holiday movie is incredibly racist.
And from not that long ago,